Hello, friends. How are you on this beautiful morning? It is gorgeous outside. I'm loving the little breeze that we have going on. Absolutely great day. I was just out there doing some of our morning chores, our morning pool stuff, getting everything set up so we can go. I like to swim in the afternoon because it gets a little bit warmer, and I like to be out there when it's beautiful and warm, and we're just out there getting everything ready and doing all the pool stuff, which I think is a form of exercise all on its own. If you have a pool, you know. I'm throwing out a little bit of grapefruit, just breathing that one in, making sure not to put it on my skin because I will be out this afternoon in the sun. I'm also putting on some Palo Santo. Palo Santo is it's just a beautiful aroma all on its own, without any of the things that it does. The aroma is very calming. It's very soothing. I like to get it up there on my brainstem and just rub that in. I'm also going to put on a little Envision. Envision has been like my oil for the past couple of weeks. Envision and Abundance. Just because I'm putting it out there. I'm just putting it out there. I am envisioning amazing things. So much abundance. So much abundance. Abundance of friends, time, energy, focus, all the things. So those are some of the ones I am putting it on. Good morning, good morning. Oh, yay, I'm not alone, I'm not alone. That always makes me happy. I'm always paranoid that I'm not really live, y'all. I'm just paranoid now. And of course, my abundance. I use abundance all the stinking time. It is just one of those oils. It was one of the first oils that I really understood how it affected my business and my just. I have to teach that story one time on getting abundance and how I thought it was such a joke. I'll have to share that sometime. But I'm putting that on, and then this has been my new obsession. This is our Soothe CBD. It's been out for forever, and it is our CBD 300 milligram roll-on. And I don't know how it kind of like fell through the cracks for me. It wasn't one I used hardly at all. And my granddaughter actually found it on the floor in my office and like 2 weeks ago. And now I am obsessed. I use it constantly. I love it. It is so, feels so good on my neck. It just, I love my Soothe CBD. So if you're one of ours using those Soothe CBD, let me know how you like it. If you haven't used it, man, grab some. It might be one of those that you just fall in love with. So today is one of our brand partner chats, and that's where we're just going to cover some business concepts, just business thoughts. That's all we're going to go over. It's going to be a really quick one because I got all kinds of stuff to do. It's a Saturday. I don't want to keep you busy, but I do want to tell you. So anytime I'm chatting with somebody and we're trying to see what they're going to do to build their business, people always, we talk about goals, and my guess is not very many people are even going to pop into this call because as soon as we hear goals or goal planning, we like check out. We're like, yeah, I know what that is. I know what that's all about. We just kind of like to the side. But I want to actually encapsulate it. I want to talk about expectations. I want to talk about goals, and I want to talk about time, and I want to talk about energy. And I want to bring those together because I think I can help you figure out why you set goals and then they don't happen. Why New Year's you're like either choosing not to even set any goals because they never happen, or why you have all these plans, you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and you write it all down and then you don't see anything happen with it. And I think I can maybe bring that together for you so that maybe you can make some changes, some little tweaks that will help you jumpstart whatever it is your dream is, whatever your goal is, right? So first I want to say expectations. Expectations are what we think is going to happen. It's just a natural, that's our expectation. And a lot of times we're not even programming that information in. Expectation. So here's one. Every time I talk to people, they don't want to hear anything I have to say. Just crap always happens. It makes sense. That's my life. It happens. It's expectations. You're expecting crappy stuff to happen. You're expecting the car not to work. You're expecting them to be out of stock of something you really wanted. You're expecting the things not to be delivered on time. Your expectations quite often are pre-programmed and we don't even think about it. So when we sit down to do our goals, our expectations, our pre-programmed opinion of what's going to happen kicks in, And so automatically we think those goals will never happen. So when I say, write down how many people you want to enroll this month, write that down. And you go to write it down, you even have a hard time writing it down because your expectations, your pre-programmed thoughts are telling you no one's going to sign up with me anyways. I've been doing this for 5 years and nothing's happened. I've been doing this for 10 years and I'm still XYZ. Those expectations are something we can get this. We can program. We can program that. We can change that whole thought process. And until you do, no matter how hard you run, no matter how hard you try, you're going to find you're constantly hitting a wall because we get what we believe. If we believe in our heart of heart that nobody wants to enroll with us, nobody's going to enroll with you. It doesn't matter how well you speak. It doesn't matter who you're following. It doesn't matter what tricks you're using. If you believe in your heart that they're just not going to get in with you, or if you believe, because I hear this a lot, I talked to her, I told her everything, I gave her all the information, I gave her all this stuff, I gave her samples, and she ended up enrolling with Susan, and that just, that's the way it always happens for me. People always end up signing up with somebody else. Or I worked so hard, I did all the things right, but then she said she had to go talk to her husband. A lot of times that's our thoughts that are putting that out there. So I just want to really help you to understand that we can program our expectations. If there is a wall that you hit all the time, and this is not just in business, this is in life. If you hit a wall all the time and it's always there, I need you to reframe the words that you're always saying. So if you always say, yeah, I always run out of money before the end of the week. Yep, there's just not enough. I'm always running out of money before the end of the week. I want you to write down on a piece of paper, I have them all over the place, of things you have to rephrase. And so rephrase those words. Instead of saying I always run out of money before the end of the week, say I have more than enough. I have more than enough. I have so much I can give away. There's more than enough. I have more than enough. And start speaking that, and speak it when you're throwing on your abundance. Literally put it on and say, I have more than enough. I've got abundance to share. Man, it's amazing. I have more than enough. And that's a tiny phrase. It's tiny. It's tiny, but it's something that you can say even when you don't believe it yet. Even when you're in that spot where you're like, Shannon, this is silly. I know how much income I have. I know what's going to happen by the end of the week. And I know I'm going to run out of money. That's okay. That's okay. Just start writing it. I have more than enough. I have more than enough abundance. I have more than enough abundance to do all the things that I have to do and all the things I want to do. More than enough. So the phrase you want to get in there is more than enough. I have more than, I don't have time. Shannon, I can't add another thing to my schedule. I don't have time. Start saying, I have more than enough time. I have time to get down all the things that I have to do and things that I want to do. Wouldn't that be special? Be able to have times to do things that you want to do. You have more than enough time. More than enough. That's what, I talk about the abundance, and I use abundance all the time because it changes the expectation. Yeah, I get you. The reality says this is thus and so. But we can change that. We can draw that extra in there, and it changes what we're able to accomplish. You might find that you start doing other things faster, spots where you used to dawdle. It would take you, 45 minutes when you went to the grocery store, and you find you get done in 15 minutes. Little things, tiny things. And I know right now you're like, Shannon, that's just woo-woo weirdness. No, it's just reality. It just is what it is. And what if I'm right? So what if I'm wrong and you do this for the next 90 days and you start saying, I have more than enough time. I have more than enough energy. I have more than enough friends. I have more than enough finances. I have more than enough to do all the things I want to do. More. And if you choose not, say there's something you're thinking about buying and you choose not to buy it, and you're choosing because there's no money in the bank account. Don't say we don't have enough money. Don't say, oh, we don't have enough. Instead say, no, you know what? I'm going to choose to do that later. Because that's taking it from a spot of you don't have a choice and it just is what it is to I'm in control of this. You do have a choice. You can make your checking account be overdrawn. So it's a choice, and you're going to choose to do that thing later. Just those little things, just change those, because that's a part of expectation, so that when you write down your goals, your brain can believe you because you have more than enough. You have more than enough time to go out there and share Young Living. You have more than enough time to do the things. You have more than enough finances. Do you see the difference? It's just changing little things. And then I also want to just throw this out there. We have these core beliefs, these core things that we dream about, these things we want. Like, I always wanted to be a mama. Like, that was when I went to career day back when I was in high school. I dressed up pregnant. I had a pillow underneath my dress, and I was pushing a baby carriage, and I had a baby. I just wanted to be a mama. That's all I wanted to be. My career counselor didn't think that was a great career, but that's what Shannon wanted. That's what I wanted to do. So anytime I would write down any goals that would take me away from the mama factory, which is what I wanted. That was, I wanted to be a stay-at-home mama, the weird homeschooler, all the things before it was cool. That's what I wanted to do. And so when I looked at, I did lots of different businesses through the years. I did lots of different MLMs. But if the goal would have taken me away from being able to be home and do the mom thing, it never worked. And these were some great businesses. I did home interiors. I did, oh my gosh, I can't even remember all of them. I did a ton. I did Amway, I did all the things, but they required me to leave my kids in order to do it. So you'd have to go do these classes and these meetings, and what do we do, right? The thing that I think was different when I got into Young Living is I could align my two dreams. I took my kids with me. So my kids went with me to classes. My kids, every event that I went to, my kids were at the events with me. It didn't make me separate my two dreams, because I had the dream of what? Stay-at-home mommy. That's right here. I had the dream of Diamond. 1,000 different businesses. But if one had to separate the other, my hard dream was mama. That's what I wanted. I wanted to be able to have time with my kids. So they never lined up. With Young Living, I was able to take the two and go in one direction. I took, if I was doing a one-on-one, my kids came with me. If we were having a park meeting, my kids came with me. If we were having a hotel meeting, my kids came with me. They stood at the door and they signed people in. They handed out the oils. They were a part of it, because I could not, and you cannot, separate two core dreams that take you in two different directions, because the primary dream will always win out. The primary goal will always win out. So you have to align what it is that you want. So when I'm telling people to do their goals, I'm not just saying, let's do your business goals. Let's talk business. Let's do it. Now, I need you to write down, what are the things that you want out of life? And I'm asking you, what do you want out of life? Do you want Royal Crown Diamond? Fantastic. Write it on a piece of paper. Do you want to be thinner and healthy? Write that on what does thin and healthy look like to you? What does Royal Crown Diamond look like to you? What does it mean? In my head, when I think Royal Crown Diamond, I think of the thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of lives that have been radically and dramatically changed. That's what a Royal Crown Diamond does. Tens of thousands of lives that have just radically been changed. So what does it look like to you? Where do you want your finances? So being Royal Crown Diamond and knowing what you want out of your finances, those are two different goals. What do you want? What does it look like to you when you achieve silver? Maybe right now that's your thing. You want silver. What does silver mean to you? Does it mean that you're able to pay off some of your bills? Does it mean that you get to get a down payment for a car? Does it mean, what does silver mean to you? Does it mean you can work a few less hours at your job? What are you seeing? Because you have to have this big picture board of what it is you want, and all your pieces have to roll together, because if they don't roll together, some of them are going to get left off. So when you're looking at them, like for me, Diamond and being a stay-at-home mommy, I had to find a way to align the two. There was all kinds of stuff I did stop doing when I was running for Diamond. But I didn't have to stop being a stay-at-home mama. I didn't have to send my kids off to be with a babysitter 24/7, because that hurt my heart. My life's goals didn't let that be a reality for me. And I truly believe that's why all those other companies that I did, I don't think they didn't work because Home Interiors had horrible products. I think they didn't work because I couldn't align my vision, my goals, my dreams to all come in a tandem, in a partnership. When I look at my picture of Royal Crown Diamond, it has been for years. It is tied to also a strong, healthy body. so that my vision is a big Royal Crown Diamond party with all the Royal Crown Diamonds on my team and them getting on this boat with me, and I'm standing there and we're dancing. We got the reggae music, the woo, and it's all going, and I'm healthy and I'm strong because those pictures all align together. And even coming up on that boat, some of the Royal Crown Diamonds are my children, because they're still that big part of my dream. So I see them as Royal Crown Diamond, and them growing their organizations and their dreams, because I had to tie it all together so that when I'm going for a dream, I'm not having to let go of another dream. Do you understand the difference between that? So choosing the expectations, right? That I can have it all. I am more than enough. There's more than enough time. There's more than enough people. I don't have to worry about who's signing up who, and there's not going to be enough people to enroll with me, because my expectations say there's more than enough. There's more than enough people. There's more than, if it takes me 25 years to make it to Royal Crown Diamond, is it still an amazing achievement? You bet your bibby. There's people that have done it in a year. So if your goal is to do it in a year, somebody has done it in less than a year. You can do that. And we're going to talk about the time and the energy and how you tie those together. So you have your expectations that for some of us, we're going to have to program, because our expectations, when I was growing up, I was broke, okay? We were poverty level when we got into Young Living. So my mentality never seen that I would have that future with huge amount of income, or not have to work. Like, I was a toilet bowl cleaner from Flint, Michigan. Like, everybody puts in their elbow grease. You got to put in your time and your work. So there's lots of different expectations that I had to rewrite, and I find I'm constantly having to rewrite them, especially the battle I have with being overweight, morbidly obese and sick, and all the things. I've had to rewrite my expectations of what I'm allowed. Wow. Sorry. That it's okay, and I have a right to be thin and healthy and see that vision of me. Sorry. Seeing that vision of me strong and healthy, that's okay. And as of this morning, I am 74 pounds down. I am 1 pound away from 75 pounds that I have released since January 1st. That's huge. But a lot of that is rewriting the expectations and then the goal of what I want out of my life, and how I want to feel, and how quickly I want to feel, and then what you have to do. And when we talk about setting those goals and having that picture board of what it is that you want, and just start by writing it down, changing it, adding to it, doing the different things, and it will be an evolving board. Make this something that you can keep writing more goals on, because the more you go towards goals and the more you change your expectations, listen, the more you're going to want out of life. The more things that you're going to go, oh, I can do that. Oh, I want that. Oh, I want to be able to travel. Oh, I want to be able, and you're going to be able to see that as not just a goal, but a reality, something that you can truly accomplish. And it takes the steps. So writing down your goals and then just being done with it. Listen, there are things that you have to do. We are so stinking busy. We are pulled in 1,000 different directions. Our time is pulled in 1,000 different directions. So we have to be able to set aside the time to accomplish the things, right? So we have this board of different things that we want to accomplish. How much time can you invest in the area, and what are steps? So like for me with the weight loss, I make a meal plan every single month. I have a meal plan of what we're going to have. And then from the meal plan, I make a grocery list. The grocery list, I order the groceries. When the groceries come in, I break everything down. We cut up all of the greens. We cut up all of the veggies. We cut up all of this stuff. It's clean and ready to go in the refrigerator. I pre-prep salad blanks. I call them salad blanks. They're 2 cups of, my trash guy. There are 2 cups of salads that are in the refrigerator with all kinds of different veggies. Every week it's different, and they're in there. So when we're ready to eat a meal, we can grab the salad blank, put all the other stuff that we want on it for that specific meal. So we're empowered, we're equipped. I have supplements that I'm taking to help empower my body to release the extra weight. I have oils that I do for the emotions, because clearly weight is an emotional issue with me. I've told you guys before, you don't get up to 400 some odd pounds in 2014 without having an emotional connection to that. So having to make sure that I'm hitting on those emotions. I think that's why I'm enjoying the Soothe so much, because it's helping with that, and that I'm more than enough, and speaking life over myself. And when I hear myself say, oh, I can't because, and that can't has something to do with my weight or my breathing or walking or the different things that have been an issue in the past, I immediately stop and I rephrase it. I rewrite that, because I get to choose where my story goes. But you have to do all the little things. I have a list of exercises that I do, physical therapy, swimming, all the things, right? But I was really busy. So where do you fit in the time for all that stuff? I had to look at what I do on a daily basis and then say, okay, this I can put aside for a season. This I can step out of. This somebody else can do. And I changed my schedule. I went to my family and said, listen, I need help doing XYZ because I need the time to do XYZ. I did the same thing when I was running for silver. I did the same thing running for gold. I did the same thing running for platinum, running for diamond. It was always that, because your time is already full. Your schedule is already full. So in order to find the time to add in something else, whatever your goals are, then you have to be able to clear some time and then allocate that time for your next goal. And if your goal right now, because this is a brand partner chat, we are talking going star, senior star, executive, silk, gold, platinum, you know which rank you are choosing to run for. So where are you going to find the time to talk to the people? Because just like there are core things we do for weight loss, and we all get that. When I say meal plan, you're like, of course you had to meal plan. When I say I prepped food, of course you would have to do that. When I say that I would exercise, that takes time. We all get that. But when it comes to building our business, we don't get the same thought. That this is not just some side thing that will just happen. Like, you show up for a 40-hour-a-week job. You show up when you're scheduled to be there. You work while you're there, and then you come home. You did your job. It was scheduled in. You need to choose which steps you're going to do and how you're going to schedule them into your world so you can make it happen. So let's say you happen to be really blessed at doing it online and you're really good at sharing and enrolling people in line. That is fantabulous. I'm excited for you. So what is it that you do, and how much time does it take you to do that online? Schedule that in so that you make sure that consistency, because consistency will always trump everything else. It is consistently being able to share. It is consistently going online and doing the things. It's consistently going out and talking to strangers if that's how you do it. It's consistency. It's showing up and going to meetings and classes and educating yourself and bringing people to things. Like, if you live in the Michigan area, we've got in-person stuff happening now on September 9th, we have got a in-person lunch and learn, and we're gonna actually be covering weight loss and vitality cooking and bringing that all in, and some of the stuff that Gary used to share with us, and just things I've been doing to release so much weight. It's been so freeing, and I'm loving it. So we're going to be talking about that. We're also going to be talking about business and how you can share and what you can share and different things that you can do, and that's in person here in Michigan. But I'm sure in your area there's other stuff that's going on. So get you there, but more importantly, bring 4 friends with you. Get your friends and bring them with you so that you're educating. That's a part of that time investment. Put that in your schedule that you're going to take the time to do that, because it's so important to get around other like-minded people and get out there doing the things. And then the energy, where's the energy come from? Listen, I'm going to put this out there. Choosing to run for a goal, regardless of what that goal is, can be very, it's inspiring, it's exciting, but it can also make you very tired. It can. So there's some basic things that you need to do. One, you need to prioritize your sleep. You need to prioritize making sure that you are getting that 7 to 9 hours of sleep that you need. And I know when we talk about goals, sleep is the last thing that people think I'm going to talk about. But if you are not regenerating yourself and you are running in all these different directions, you are going to end up with adrenal fatigue, and that is going to wipe you out for months. So instead, do some things for you, for your energy now. Do things like that sleep I just said. Start doing your EndoFlex. EndoFlex is amazing for helping us regenerate and have that energy we're supposed to have. Energy is one of our oils that we have. It does the same thing. So powerful for what it can do to keep us up and going. Your Nitro, Ninja Nitro, is a powerhouse. This is not just a rush of energy. This is that cognitive health and keeping our brain functioning like it's supposed to, doing things like your Super B. Super B is so powerful for especially running for goals. Listen, every time we get stressed out, every time little things happen, our body uses up vitamin B's, but vitamin B's are what give us that push. They give us that clarity. They give us that thought and energy. I'm telling you, your vitamin B's, they are a powerhouse, and they're going to help you have that energy to do it. And the other thing that's going to help you get that, especially for me when I was building Young Living, is the energy rush that I got every single time I introduced a new person to Young Living. It is an energy rush. It gets me excited. It makes me want to do more. It's and we have several different programs, and these are ones that you can write in your steps of things to do for Young Living. Is enrolling 2 people every single month. Enrolling 2 people every single month. We've got a great incentive that's running on that, goodies that they give you, but it is the energy rush and the consistency. So you enrolling 2 new people every single month, making sure you're getting them on loyalty rewards. We're going to go over all the benefits to loyalty rewards one day this month. It's on the schedule of things that we're going to do. But helping them duplicate the process and them getting 2 new people a month. Your biggest key is helping your new people duplicate you. So helping them enroll people is priceless. I'm here to tell you, running for Royal Crown Diamond, which, let's be honest, if you're on this call, that is your ultimate end goal. Like that's where all of us want to get to, is that Royal Crown Diamond. And it takes work. It takes consistency. It takes time. This is not one of those things like if I were to write down, I had, as of January 1st, 33 pounds that I wanted to release. That's my thing. And if I would have said, I want to do that this month, I would have failed 1,000%. It's not going to happen this month. If I would have said I want to lose 233 pounds this year, and I said I wanted to do it naturally, so I was going to choose no surgery, none of the stuff that people do when they have that quick, fast weight loss. I wasn't going to kill myself working out 8 hours a day because that's not sustainable. I know I wouldn't do it. So if I said 233 pounds this year, probably not going to hit that goal. Because the time and the energy, the expectation and the goal, they all got to run together, right? But if I said, I'm going to release 2 to 3 pounds every single week, that is my goal. 2 to 3 pounds every single week. I want that to balance out where that's about where I'm losing. Some weeks it might be a little less, some weeks it might be a little more. It's all good, but that's my goal. That is a sustainable, doable time, energy, expectation. It's a goal that is plausible. It's something that I definitely can achieve, right? I can do that. So making sure that your rank goal, what it is you want to achieve, that when you look at it, you go, you know what? I have the time to push that hard for it. Because you can do Royal Crown Diamond in a year because somebody has done it, right? You can. But do you have the time? Do you have the resources? Do you already have a following of 150,000 people and a whole bunch of people are going to grab kits right off the get-go? Do you have that resource? Do you have the ability to get out there and really talk to the people? Are you willing to do that? Because if you look at it and you go, Royal Crown Diamond this year, but all of the other stuff goes this way, those aren't going to line up. You got to choose what is it? How much time can you invest? Can you invest 2 hours a day? 2 hours a day that you're going to give concentrated effort into your business? What could you do? Oh my goodness. You could do some amazing things in 2 hours a day. Do you have a resource of humans, of people that you already know and you have an influence with? Are those people that you could chat with, 4 or 5 people a day to start building those relationships so you get that strength going on? So look at what you have, and you have nothing. You're like, I don't know anybody. I don't have any time. I don't got no money. Then you're starting basically at the beginning where I did. And I still made it to Diamond. I'm just saying, you just got to pick, what are you going to do? So maybe right now you got us 20 minutes on your lunch hour. You got 20 minutes and you can do something on your phone. If you consistently for 20 minutes a day did something on your phone, could you eventually change ranks? You bet your baby. That's the way it works. That is time. That is the energy. That is your goals. That is your expectations. And tying them all together and what you're willing, capable to do. Because a lot of times we're willing, we want more, we want, all the things, but we don't have the time for it. So we can take what time we do have available and we can help it to grow so that we can see those big, amazing results. So I told you I was keeping it short today. I went to 30 minutes and I didn't mean to. I so apologize. You guys go enjoy your Saturday. Like I said, if you are anywhere in the Michigan area, come join us. We've got our big fall event is on Young Living Day. We're combining the two. That's going to be October 9th, October 7th. I don't know. September 7th or October 9th. What are my dates? I didn't write them down. They're coming up. Come see us. September 9th and October 7th. Those are the two dates. Both in person. We'd love to have you. I am online on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays teaching different concepts all the time. Today's a Thursday, isn't it? I've been saying it was Saturday. Oh my God. So you can do it. You can do this. Anybody can do this. So hop on, see all the things, and we'll chat with you later, you guys.